Hello, everybody. Here we are again. Yeah, there we go. Just have to bang on it. All right. So an unknown opponent, at least as far as I can remember, and actually a decent hand. We are cold to Sneak Show and a couple of other decks, but actually we're cold to a lot. I really should mulligan that. Oh well. Let's find out. All right. So we at least have our colors and blue black for the ponder. Maybe Tess. Possibly Reanimator. I haven't seen a Reanimator deck in a little while. Suddenly I have the hiccups. Trying to think if there's another deck, like, as soon as I see top and I don't see a blue, I assume that somebody's playing, like, a variant of Rock, Junk, Dark Horizons, pick your poison. Granted, the very first showing of Dark Horizons, and the person actually putting it on their deck list, was a bug deck back in, like, '07. Um, just FYI, there's your bit of history. So deck names matter, but they don't matter when everybody else disagrees with them. You tell I'm still bitter about everybody calling this deck the same thing. Alright, yeah, I won't take that personal. So, I keep on seeing people with custom pictures here, and I've never understood it. I understand how to do it, that you could just go into the magic folder and under pics and swap the picture as long as you use the exact name. Then it calls up that picture. I completely understand how that works. Alright, black and red. I'm assuming Sneak Show Reign of Phil. Oh my god, is he Doomsday? Is he about to Doomsday me? I think I'm... You need one more black, sir. Unless you're gonna wish or drop the other thing for it. I mean, so there's the wish popping. I just feel like I just got super trolled. Oh, combo deck. Yeah. Alright, so we still have outs. How many things are you making this turn? 2, 4, 6, 8, 10? Okay. So this turn we play Stoneforge Mystic, go get Batterskull. Next turn, drop Batterskull into play. That'll negate half of them. Then we get to swing back. Am I right on that? Is my math off? So let me see. Stoneforge Mystic, we take 9, go to 11. Drop Batterskull into play, we take 5, and we go to 6. Swing back, go back up to 10, and have the Batterskull on defense. Yeah, we're golden. Combo me now. Wait, I have the Batterskull in it. I get to go get the Jit. This gets even better. So I literally have no play on your turn, other than blocking, which it will stop for. All 10 of them coming in. Huh, Liliana's cute. Figuratively. Figuratively. Alright. This time I have stuff, so I will not F6. So we should be okay. In theory, I'd like to get the Bog if I can find the Bajuka Bog, just for the simple fact that I'd like to get rid of his graveyard. I mean, he can't use much of it right now, but it's still there. So I'd also like to find a Wasteland. I think he's realized that I must have the Batterskull. For 3 blue. Wipe away? Echoing Truth? Still echoing truth because there's still that. Okay. Debating on whether or not to attack. I'm trying to think of what he could be wanting right there. Like, he wants something to beat the Batter Spell, I know that. Any creature or bounce spell would have done it because then I'd put it in there. Or creature kill when I say that. But when I'm thinking about it, they don't play creature kill main. And they play Slaughter Pact out of the board because it's free. So, yeah, here's that card you knew I had. Bam. Oh, to 7. I'm an idiot. And we get to look well about that. I am going to own this. Next turn I'm going to play Liliana, and we're going to keep his hand size down to a minimum. Let's at least find out what we're able to do next turn. So we came out of that ahead. That happens every now and then, but not very often, and it's interesting that it happened there, to say the least. We're just going to rock this out with the cards that we have here now. Let's see. I'll let him know that we have Bob. That's standard in the lists. Well, I guess I could have pitched the Jit. He wouldn't have known that. And I don't think that he has any way of actually winning from this position. So, yay, we don't completely die. He only needs to know that we have one pulse. Alright. So, game 2. Let's see, what do we want? What do we want? We want Thalia. That's for sure. And we actually want that. This. Okay, actually, these are still pretty useful. They kill off all of the goblin tokens. Uh, that being said, I don't really want these. I know he's bringing in his bobs. It's something that's going to happen, and that's fine. Even though you just won us the game. I think that's what we want for this one. I mean, I don't know for sure what deck he's playing, other than the fact that he made a ton of tokens. There's a new combo deck, Count Chocula, which somebody was explaining to me that I didn't pay enough attention to. So that's my fault. Hopefully, if this is that, they don't get a chance to do what they're doing, or that's all that they do, and I now have 5 ways to kill off the tokens. So, Tendrils is me. There's nothing much that I can do that I haven't already put in. I mean, I could go do that, but there's only so much that I'm willing to fight against a deck that I'm not exactly 100% sure off of what type of combo deck it is. Alright. You guys will have to let me know if you are aware of this deck a little bit more than I am, which I assume that most of you are. I will probably call this Doomsday, just for the simple fact that I don't know, and Reign of Filth is only played in Doomsday as far as I'm aware of. So, I'm going to keep this hand. I have a turn 2 Bird, or a turn 2 Zenith for 2, which gets Scatic Teak, which I swear I put in there. So, that will at least help there. Still running a little bit of a risk. I'm going to blow that up. So, yeah, we'll go from there. Oh, wrong one. A lot of the combo decks don't play a lot of lands, and I'm okay with him not having the land. So there goes down LED. I don't mind him popping that LET to top at all. Alright, so here we go. Get Bayou and Zenith for 2. Gaddock Teague, I knew I'd put you in there. Alright, so our opponent hasn't conceded yet. Next turn we're going to drop the Knight and play this. Wish I had another fetch land. Wish I had a Thalia. If I had Thalia, I would definitely Inquisition and Thalia, leaving up the mana and get him for 2. Just because taxing him seems a lot better right now. Yeah, basic. So he's got to find an answer for this. I may actually want to just drop this. That way I can start digging deeper. He's got to take care of this before he can tendril this or do the other thing. If he show and tells, we have Knight, and the only thing that we'd be worried about him show and telling would be a Gristlebrand. Or we can... We have 3. That's going down. I'm okay with all of this. I'm going to hold off the Inquisition until next turn. Nobody ever expects the Inquisition. And we're just going to put down the power. And next turn we'll have creatures and things and hopefully be able to deal with him 100%. So he's still looking for lands. I would love to shuffle his deck for him. Missed those Surgicals already. Alright, so we are going to get rid of a land. We'll be fetching out Wasteland. Hopefully seeing Thalia. If we don't see Thalia, that's okay. We're going to shuffle. Knight will be a 6, which means, well, if we do this, if we attack now, it's a 3-turn clock. Knight 6, 8 after taking. Yeah, it's the same clock. We're just inhibiting him. There's the Wasteland. I'm actually going to fetch that out, so I'm going to put both of these back. And let's start this shuffle. This is going to go get Dryad Arbor just to have a little bit extra speed. Could have done the end of turn, but so be it. And it doesn't really add too much extra speed, just kind of sits there. So, let's see. We have all new effects. Probably could have got rid of anything but that Bayou and been better off. That was my bad. And let's take a look at what he's doing over there. Goodbye, Slaughter Pact. You are not dealing with him. Lucky for us. That should be it. That should be enough to win the game there. We have 11 here. Still hoping to see a Thalia. If we see a Pulse, we're going to Pulse this. Just because it'll get rid of that ability. If we see a Thalia, it shuts down this. He needed more land. He kept a 1-lander because his deck doesn't play a lot. It tends to ramp up and win right there. And we landed that Gaddock Teague. Lucky for us. Thinking about his hand, it's almost like Ant with red, but that's Tess, and he's not playing Tess because they don't play Reign of Filth. And I've never seen an Ant deck play, what is that card? Reign of Filth. So, I'm gonna go with he's probably Doomsday. Or that new Count Chocula deck. And if anybody has the link to the Count Chocula deck, feel free to link it or message it to me, and I'll try and put it in the description. I mean, you can either message it to me here, you can toss it up in a personal message on MTG the Source, or even email me. Like, if you see my username, Damian Blackgear here, pick your domain. Everything is Damian Blackgear me. And the reason that is because of Ready to Rumble. I'm trying to talk over this because this brainstorm is probably the most difficult thing he's had in his life. That diamond doesn't really look shimmery either. There's another diamond. Did you? Nope. Okay. Swamp. You know what? Let's always yield to that. Yes. There's a pulse. We're going to go after the diamonds. That's not really fair to him. And I'm not going to pay 4 life for this. But I will do this. So he has a choice between the 6 mana here and his 5 cards in hand. That should be enough to do it. It's the big danger about putting these out there. You leave them open to that. But I mean, keeping them in hand, you have this, and I only have 3 of these, and I have 5 of these. And when I say 5 of those, hey, look, I have no hand. You're down to 2. You can't afford to do that again. He's just digging. So, like, putting them out there is the better bet. But at the same time, it's like it's still a risk, especially when I have this. Getting rid of the maze and dropping this on the second turn instead of what didn't I do? I don't remember. Instead of doing that play, inquisitioning him, that play was probably the better choice. If he did have the Slaughter Pact, he may have been able to Slaughter Pact and go off, just because. Luckily for us, he did not. Just waiting on him. I'm going to go ahead and F6 here. I mean, if he's got it, he's got it. I got nothing in hand and everything relevant's tapped. There's Caracas, so Teague is up. Petal. Did we just lose? Doomsday. 1 card in hand. I believe it's a Brainstorm, at least as far as I could think. Nope. Yeah, so I was correct in calling Doomsday. So, yeah, we at least know that now. And we will be back in a little bit.